jammed. No way to pick this. Don't have the key. But need the key. Busted. Can't pick this. Would need the key. Only opens with a key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, Daddy's...
What's going on? Father? Father! I don't know you. Go away.
It'll be okay, Sean.
Father! Father,
Mommy's
help me!
here now.
There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father?
Father, help me!
Where is he?
He's trying to take me! Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. He's a prototype, you understand. You're only just now... Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could.
Mm-hmm. I want answers, asshole. Now!
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your... But I
Sure.
need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have. You have traveled very far and suffered. It's good to finally meet you. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader?
It wasn't right.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But at that time, the year 2227, the Institute had scientific curiosity, and the goal of perfection drove. So they followed the best example thus far.
So the weird science experiments needed...
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
I don't believe you.
I wish there was something to say.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer them. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons have...
If this is true.
I know you must have questions.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned...
You knew the man was a psychopath? But
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him... The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness. He never failed the Institute. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. What else can I say?
your father...
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collapse. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes regret. But what else can I say?
So, you're...
I am the acting director, yes. I spent the Institute. It's important. It really is.
But... director?
I was the most qualified. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know there's more for... The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthrough. I've been a part of something amazing. And now, after all these years, you haven't...
You want me to stay?
Yes. That is what I... The Institute can provide a better life. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen...
How can you say that? How can you...
Because it is the simple truth. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. We really do have human... Will you take...
Sure. just don't know.
Just. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in... and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really.
Mm-hmm. You made a child synth.
It's a synth, not a human being. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near... But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent, look, do you think you could...
I don't need a synth.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small...
Sean?
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
It's stuck.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am. Good evening.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hey there.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Is it true food supplement
You're here.
77
Glad
has
you
been
made it.
discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls? So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
What have you got?
I can. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its...
Sure. Let's take a look.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. Good to see you.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Doc?
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Alan.
Right.
When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been... If you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son.
now that you've found him, I hope you're... Now, I'll give you, as you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments. So, now that you're...
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know...
Who built this place?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations.
Right.
The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth. It's a process that's still going on today. Even just think what this place will look like 100 years from now.
Allie,
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about the people in...
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. Power distribution is Dr. Ebb. He coordinates with... We also make use of a number of... Hey, what do you need?
It must be a challenge.
Absolutely. Over the years, we've learned a few... When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. Fortunately, advanced systems is... It's a good thing, too. You don't even want to know what a single use of the...
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and...
Let's see what you have.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but I lose sleep.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of most of the I guess each generation's been... there's some stuff.
Dr. Thompson.
I fix one relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored. Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
So much research, so little time.
authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing. It's my mission. You should know that
Newton.
when the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division. A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties, and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We are honored to welcome you here.
I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through?
I should think so. Who knows what you might... How about you take some time to get... In the meantime, we'll do that checkup with you. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
I'm hurt, Doc.
Let's see what's wrong with you. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me. Now, hold still, please. All right, that should do it. We've got some medical supplies over at Requisitions. I suggest you stock up. I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Hey.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Nothing to report, ma'am. If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Security's too good.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Hey there.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son.
You are authorized to access my stock of supplies.
For my mom or dad, they're probably still working.
Hi there.
Whatever you think I didn't do it. Alice is a liar.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Start to fail.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Dr. Fillmore.
What's on your mind?
I'm good for now.
Goodbye, then.
Even though I'm a synth, Alan and Liam have made me feel like a part of their family.
Hi.
As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
If all personal synths are as good...
Why, thank you. I don't know that I can be of much help. It was a real pleasure to meet you.
Eve.
Every day, Liam finds some new way to impress us. He's incredibly bright for his age.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I'm not scared of the surface.
Hey, pal.
I thought all the surface people look like monsters. But you seem pretty normal.
broken. Sean?
Hello, Mother. Enjoying your time here.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? Real people doing real things.
If that's how you feel.
Because we could do so much more.
Right.
It's wasted potential. In any case, perhaps a fresh...
Dr. Higgs.
Synths aren't human beings, but supposedly they're the future of humanity. I'll never understand it.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Busted.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
these coursers roaming the halls?
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right. Sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say...
Ooh, working on something.
Now, if you're quite... They're difficult enough without...
I'll let you get back.
Good.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Doc?
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being. To that end, we cultivate... We've even started to explore the... You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet...
The gorillas are synth...
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, the initiative is still in its... I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it...
I'm not sure.
It's a big decision, I know. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking...
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what.
Clayton.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now...
Dr. Holdren?
Anything I can help you with?
You mentioned medical care? I might need...
In that case, you'll want to... He's our top biologist. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. You won't find better medical care anywhere...
Right.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Nice.
That's it.
Sweet.
Scanner's clear. Sensor alert. Anomaly. Contact.
Yes.
Got it.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Hi there.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
If you're about to launch into one of your speakings about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them now. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can breathe, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can imagine. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work
project has been going on for months.
Now just remember, I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, and philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Today is full of possibilities.
Doctor? Third generation since.
It's you.
We've improved.
You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity. And they have very specific protocols, most of which I designed myself. Not to make...
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great... If you require anything...
Hi, Doc.
Roaming the halls. Lovely day, isn't it?
They're requesting replacement courses. Quite a few. I guess they lost a whole unit on the surface.
Is this some sort of joke?
Hello, welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
I'll do it. Deal with that man on my worst day.
The synths are treating you well, I hope?
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Hello, welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
We received
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
Quite a few, actually. Guess they lost a whole unit on the surface.
Is this some sort of joke?
Hey, Doc.
Should I tell him that?
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation sensor is no exaggeration.
What I've seen so far.
It's just like I said. With our third-generation synths, we've improved upon you.
Hello.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased the synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
All our divisions are important. And I tend to think of robotics as the first among them.
Scanning unknown identity.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty
Excuse
much
me,
all the other
I've got reports to
departments.
deliver.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
It's an honor to meet you, ma'am. Carry on, ma'am.
Please don't get any germs on me.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Hi.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be... I have to admit, though, the other... guess they see us as a necessary... Oh, just listen to me. It's a first chance... In any case.
Alana.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hello.
If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an... I'm sure you understand. There won't...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. It's nothing personal.
Right.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escape.
If the synths want to be free...
Synths do not want. They might look like you. As to why they're escaping? Our main instrument is the Courser. A third-generation coursers hunt down and reclaim. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much...
Sure. I hate to break it to you.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. I suppose I'll have to ask robotic. Now, unless you need something...
If you're the acting head...
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising in his absence?
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what do you need?
You mentioned that coursers undergo special...
The SRB constantly monitors our... Those who show tenacity. We teach them our... Those who pass a fine... Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, we then begin the delicate process. In those cases where the procedure is successful, all too often we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to...
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Nominal.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey there. I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits.
Well, that was productive.
Safety first. Remember that.
Hi, Doc.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedure. Rules create order.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough. I had some handbooks made up, but that was...
How big?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think. Take care, then.
Dr. Watson.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father...
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. Oh, before I forget. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the
Oh, I don't want one of those things anywhere near me.
If you expect to be coming and going, you're gonna need one. You may have noticed that the relay is our only access to the surface. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the...
Right.
Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Doctor?
Yes, things are... I'm sorry, I don't socialize.
Dr. Lee? Tell me about the people...
I'm not sure what there is to... Dr. Watson is the specialist project. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists. This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Hey, Doc.
Hmm? Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized
What kinds of
Mostly components for new high-energy weapons are sort. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how I really hope...
Rosalind?
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
We don't usually welcome outsiders.
Have you developed
I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator. Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
for sucking up rats here.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Did you expect it to?
No, of course not. But it didn't.
I can't find it.
What? No. Volkart. Damn it. The old man always hated my work. What am I gonna do?
What about the virus?
I don't know. God, what...
Then end it now. While you can still make that choice.
I don't think I can. But you could do it. Go ahead.
Sure.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
What serum?
We had a deal. It should still, with any luck, they have...
Virgil.
Please, you have to find the serum.
I'm not wasting it.
After everything I...
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands are formed.
How are you going to test it?
On myself, of course. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. I'm going to rest for a while. In any event, you can...
Virgil.
I'm going to get some rest.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Get out of this radiation now.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted.
Sure.
After that, well...
Say, I'm glad you came along.
Jackson assured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time. My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding the Commonwealth. All systems are go, man. Never fear, ma'am. I will ensure your safety to the best of... my ability.
Whiskey's running low. Better find some more.
Yeah?
and soon.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Let's get this show on the road.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
World's always
All this rest is